Hey, we live? Are we live? Are we live? Okay, hey, basically, I'm recording this right after that whole reaction. I'm still freaking shook. We need to get in this right now. We need to analyze everything that was in this right now. Right now with all you guys. Right now. We're about to go in this play by play. I may turn down the audio, but oh my gosh. And again, I want to apologize in the reaction. How somehow, I guess when I pressed play, it stopped the recording on my OBS. So when I realized that halfway through my reaction, I was like, oh crap, I have to go back and kind of just replay that part, give my reaction again. Even though a part of it was just kind of me like reenacting how I felt before, but the good 98% of that was still me, just still on hype. Oh my gosh, again, I'm sorry about that. I really am. But we're in this right now. We're about to do a full-on breakdown of everything in this. Everything in this. Now, as we can see here, you know what? I'll turn up the audio some. Okay? We're about to go in this right now. As we can see here, we see Xehanort at the top, summoning, as we can assume, Kingdom Hearts. We can see there. We can see down here. Let me turn off the thing there. We can see down here, Xehanort's Keyblade. There's multiple of his Keyblade. What's happening? We see he summons a lightning bolt into the sky. Probably assuming that he does it. He finally does it. He summons Kingdom Hearts. The clash between the 7 lights and 13 darknesses is complete. And when he does that, he summons a lightning bolt into the sky, summoning Kingdom Hearts. We can see here, it's opening up a vortex in the sky. Like,
they can take your world.
And Sora saying we can take their world.
They can take.
That's it. This is Kingdom Hearts. That thing in the sky right there, chances are, is Kingdom Hearts. He summons Kingdom Hearts. But look at it though. It's like, it has darkness consuming it. We can assume that maybe it appears here and it's normal, but then Xehanort comes in and somehow does something that consumes all Kingdom Hearts in darkness, which in turn will develop the entire, all worlds in darkness. We see Xehanort right there, in the middle right there, right? He's summoning it, and it's consuming it. We can see here, right? We go back some.
They can take your
It's
heart.
growing. The darkness is consuming all of it. And Sora's in the sky. Or no, not in the sky. He's down there. We see him down there. He's looking up like, oh my gosh, it's too late. He's won. Like,
Cut you loose from all you know.
and we can see here. Oh my gosh, my girl. No. Oh my gosh. Aqua, dude. She is being consumed by darkness. And we can assume that what happens here is that this is how she gets Norded. She's being consumed by darkness, and that causes her to have her hair white and her arms kind of blackish. And we see Sora talking some, like I said before.
Cut you loose from all you know.
And Sora is saying basically they could take your world, cut you loose from all you know.
But if it's your fate,
If it's your fate. And this is when the music kicks in, and we see everyone here. All the 13 darknesses are now assembling here. We see some down there, one right there. I think that's Saïx down there. And we can see, this is in the Keyblade Graveyard. This is in like another part of it, as we can kind of tell here. There's a bunch of like, yeah, we can see here, we see some more people down there. They're all down here. And yeah, I'm assuming this is like another part, not the same place in Birth by Sleep. And they're all here, all assembling. And oh my gosh.
fate, then
This is when the music kicks in.
step forward.
As we can see here, we see Marluxia. We can see that's kind of Larxene, I think. We see Demyx there with his
Always be a
sitar.
step closer to home.
And Sora's basically saying, no matter what happens, no matter what craziness happens, as long as we take a step forward, we'll always be a way closer to home. So basically showing that no matter what happens, he's never going to give up. And as we can kind of see here also, we see, if I'm correct, is that Ian? No, not Ienzo. What's his face? What's his name? The scientist. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. I know his name. Like, I'm forgetting it on the spot. But basically, yeah. We see Luxord there, too. And again, I'm forgetting his name. I know his name. It's the scientist that died in Chain of Memories. And again, I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. He's one of the original researchers, right? Now it cuts back to another part of an old trailer we've seen. Oh yeah, from the Amazon one, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but if that's the case, then yeah. And we see how this basically meteor is destroying a part of the pillar in the Olympus Coliseum world. We can kind of see like this is kind of like the main central city hub place, and it's destroying a big part of the whole big building. Like all the pillars, man, they are gone. They are literally gone. Wow. And we see the Hercules statue there. It's being freaking knocked down. The whole city's being destroyed, man. It looks bad. And now it cuts over into Monsters Inc. where they're running, right? Yeah, it cuts into them. They're all running. A big explosion's happening. They look like they're running for their lives. Like, dude. Yeah, they barely get out of that. Like, they look like they were about to freaking get KO'd. And another big explosion's happening in a pipe or a building. If I can kind of tell, it's kind of hard to tell there. But yeah, we see like a kind of like explosion there. Yeah, and I see another big explosion. Sully's like, oh my freaking gosh, what's happening? And now we cut to the Toy Story world, where we see all of them in Toy Story form. They look like they're in like this kind of like dark place. I'm not really sure, but dude, Woody's looking like, oh my living, what is happening? Like, no. And Donald's looking like, oh, oops, sorry, man. But anyway, as we can see here, we see Woody getting Norted. No, I'm joking. He's not getting Norted, but it looks like he's being taken away somewhere, if I'm correct. And oh, by the way, we see Sora, Donald in the background. Donald look like, Donald, yo, bro, you look like you are ready to cut some bread. Like, yo. Anyway, though. Oh, and by the way, quick little detail. We see the Andy freaking signature at the bottom. Dude. Oh my gosh, Nomura. Like, so much detail, dude. Why are you putting in so much detail? And we see him be, it looks like he's unconscious, Buzz, I mean, and he's about to get taken away somewhere, right? As we see here, let me go back some. It's right here, right? Yeah. The darkness is taking him somewhere. And we see now with Sora with his normal Kingdom Key Keyblade. Yeah, and it looks like they're somewhere. I have no idea where this is. I'm assuming it's still in the Toy Story world because, you know, they're all in Toy Story form. But they're in some dark place where, I don't know, like, I think a boss battle is about to occur, right? Now we see Mother Gothel, and Rapunzel. And this is where, in the movie, she finds out, oh, she's not actually my mother. She kidnapped me from my real parents. And she's like, bro, I'm out. Like, nah, you ain't my mother. Get the heck out. And we see her now, and she's, walking away. And now we see the horse, and again, I'm forgetting his name. I always forget this dude's name. Not only just in terms of Kingdom Hearts 3, but just in terms of the movie. I'm forgetting his name. But on the horse, we see Flynn, or Eugene, with Donald and Goofy. No Sora. Where the heck is Sora at? Bro, like, they're going somewhere. And now it cuts over to the 100 Acre Woods, right? And now we see Lumpy, we see Pooh, we see Rabbit, and Sora. Sora's kind of turning, seeing, hey, what's going to happen? And again, the attention to detail. They made him look like he's in, like, a book now, like, compared to past games. And there we go. He turns around, he sees freaking Tigger. He pounces on him like, bro, man, my dude. Hey, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in freaking forever, dude. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, the normal way he always does it, right? He's smiling. He's like, yo, Tigger. Yeah, Tigger, dude. Yo, what's up, dude? And now we see freaking Scrooge. Yo, dude, Scrooge is freaking ballin', dude. And we see Ratatouille on Sora's head. And I'm not really sure where this is. I want to assume that maybe it's in Twilight Town because I don't think this is Radiant Garden, even though Scrooge was only seen in that world. It really doesn't look like it. Now, they could be in the Ratatouille world because we see a bunch of places. No, like, this looks like the scenery that Ratatouille was actually in, right? It kind of does. And we see feet in the background. They're kind of like, we see like a child's foot kind of like moving back and forth, you know, what a child, you know, do when they're sitting down, like being like, you know, all silly, right? And we see the big adult foot in the background and the table in the background and the chair. So it's kind of assuming that maybe they're in a Ratatouille world. Could that be the case? Is this actually a Ratatouille world? Is this the final world? No, wait. No, okay, it's not. As we see here, it's not the case. We are actually in Twilight Town like I thought, as we can see here, because this is actually a thing that was shown in Kingdom Hearts 2, a big sign there. This is in Twilight Town, Scrooge is in Twilight Town, and now we can see actual people in the town. And again, back in Kingdom Hearts 2, we could see people in the town, right? But like, dude, compared to before, it was like few and far between. Now it's like an insane amount of people actually going around, talking, having fun, eating lunch, and wow. And look at the detail to the trees. Oh, dude, and we see Ratatouille there. And I'm assuming that maybe Scrooge is explaining maybe how summons work because we see Ratatouille there. And by the way, I kind of have to point this out real quick. Sora literally has a rat in his hand. And again, yo, Ratatouille, he's nice, but like, literally, you don't know where that rat has been, bro, like. Yeah, And we see more people in the background. We see chairs, tables, people talking, conversing, having fun. So much detail now compared to before. And kind of like behind Sora, we see now a set of chairs, or I mean, not chairs, stairs behind Sora now. And it kind of leads up somewhere into like an alleyway, I want to think. And now we see Sora and Ratatouille. They're kind of just having fun. They're doing high fives. Now it cuts to Elsa in Frozen, right? Did they literally take a scene from the movie and just put this in the game? Because this literally looks like how it looks in the movie. Literally. The attention to detail is insane. And we see Elsa, you know, like basically accepting how she doesn't have to hold back anymore. She can let go. She can let it go. Let it go. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I'm done. But yeah. And she's making stairways up the hill or up the next part of the mountain. We see Sora trying to catch up to her. He's kind of too late. Now we see Sven trying to run up, trying to save Anna, who's being frozen, basically being corrupted. How, you know, like in the movie, her heart's basically being frozen, and only true love can unfreeze her. And she's being frozen, and Sven's trying to get to her, or Sven, how you say it, is trying to get to her. But as we know in the movie, it's too late. Now we see freaking Davy Jones and my man Jack dueling it out. Oh, dude, every freaking tentacle is in this. Every tentacle. Again, the attention to detail. You see the barnacles and all the nasty grime on Davy's clothes and face. And Jack's just in it. And, you know, Jack has Davy's heart. From what I can remember in the movie, that's how it went out. Jack has Davy's heart, and Davy's trying to get that crap back, so. And look at... Oh! Oh! Look at that! Oh, dude, he looks so grimy. The attention to detail, you see like the wrinkles in literally his tentacles and his eyes and the barnacles and everything. And the freaking, in the textures, in the freaking, in the tentacles. Dude, oh my gosh, and they're still fighting, and Davy looks like he's about ready to freaking knock this dude out. He wants that heart back right now. And now it cuts over to freaking Big Hero 6, where Baymax and Sora's riding on Baymax, Sora's jumping off, right? And he freaking pounces the evil Baymax, or should I say, the original Baymax, and it looks like he's about to ride him, but nope. Basically, the moment he pounces on him, he jumps off, and Baymax grabs him and launches him back on his back so he can continue the fight, right? Yeah. Okay, let me go back some. Here, I'll do the space bar. Yeah, so he grabs his hand, and basically, it's kind of like a tug of war because the evil Baymax grabs the normal Baymax's hand, right? And basically launches him downward. And then cuts over to more Big Hero 6, but at night with the new summon, Stitch. Well, not really summon, but kind of like, I forget the name of it, but it's recalling the memories of your past friends that you encounter in the past games, and having their memory form help you. And we see Stitch now helping Sora with the, and what's the name of the Keyblade? Yeah, it's the Star Keyblade that we've seen. I'm forgetting the name of it. Again, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting the names of these right now. I'm forgetting them on the spot. But it looks like Sora and Stitch are about to work together in a tag team combo, right? And we see more enemy Heartless in the background, okay? Oh, by the way, we see Baymax icon right down there also. We see more of the Heartless enemies there. Now we kind of see, like, I might want to assume maybe this is like a reaction command in the summon, maybe? Because now we see like triangle electrical fields. And we see more Heartless down there. And yeah, here, so let's keep going with this. Oh, and we see Sora in the middle right here, summoning the Big Blast. And I'm assuming that the Big Blast is what's causing all these big triangular fields of energy. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Wow. And here we go. Here we freaking go. And by the way, in my reaction that I posted, basically I didn't show my reaction to Riku because I was dancing too much, but in my initial reaction, I did see this and I lost my mind to it. I was like, yo, we get to play as my man Riku in the Realm of Darkness. People have been speculating about this, whether or not we'll get to play as other people in the game. It's now confirmed. We see my man Riku in the freaking Realm of Darkness fighting a Heartless Swarm. What? Oh, dude, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. And we see Riku basically summoning a blast of energy, as we can tell. And by the way, I'm making sure my recording's all good because I'm not about to have that crap happen like last time. Anyway, yeah. And we see him summoning a big blast of energy. and it kind of like blasts out into like multiple projectiles. And man, the damage it's doing, bro. Dang, the damage, dude. And we see Riku jumping up, giving him the one-hit KO, dude, with Braveheart, his brand new Keyblade. So it's like, basically, I want to assume that maybe after they see Aqua in the Realm of Darkness, they have to fight this big Heartless Swarm thing, right? Or maybe Aqua leaves, but leaves behind the big Heartless Swarm thing, and they have to, duke it out, right? Oh, and by the way, as we can see in the command menu, it looks very normal, showing that Riku doesn't have a specific command theme behind his. It's more normal, but yeah. And as we can see here, all Riku has is the MP gauge and his health gauge. So yeah, it's kind of interesting too. Anyway. Okay, then it leads into Riku doing a big swirl attack, and again, I'm assuming that's just his basic combos because he's not doing any reaction commands or anything of the sort, not even the magic, which he can do, by the way. We see magic down there. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, Now it cuts over into, back into Arendelle, back into the snowy wasteland, and now we see Ratatouille's Keyblade? Ratatouille has a Keyblade because we see the Keyblade, right? It's right there. It's a Ratatouille themed Keyblade with a freaking like chef's top hat and the Ratatouille logo at the top of the spoon, right? Dude, what's happening? And basically, Sora, I'm assuming, is doing a Keyblade transformation where it's like a bunch of kitchen utensils, like forks, spoons, knives are helping him. And basically it transforms into a freaking giant pot where they're mixing a bunch of food in, a bunch of freaking bottles of wine and different ingredients to make food. And then it fries up with the food kind of falling out at the same time. Then it turns into a freaking giant shield? Is that a shield? No, it turns into a giant pan. It kind of looks like it goes from a shield to a giant pan, if I'm correct. Let's go back here. Yeah, a giant shield to a pan. Yeah, if I can... Yeah. And he uses that to freaking slam on the freaking Ice Heartless. That is OP. And the food's still in there. Fully cooked, by the way. And then it cuts over and back into the Toy Story world where we see more of the kind of like, what's the name again? The pudding type Heartless. And you can basically balance more on top of each other. That's kind of cool. So I'm assuming that maybe they're kind of like the Mushroom 13 for this game. Yeah, we see more being added on to it, right? Then it cuts back over into Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm assuming this is like a mini game where they have to fight more of the kind of like cake pudding Heartless in more mini games. And again, that's where I'm kind of going back into maybe this is our version of the Mushroom 13 for Kingdom Hearts 3. And if that's the case, that's really, really dope. Now we see more of the mini games with the Mushroom Pudding Kingdom Hearts Heartless, where they launch Sora off of a building in Big Hero 6. Over into another building, and dude, how big is this? This city is huge. This city is huge. Oh my freaking gosh. We get to explore all of this? Dude, Nomura. And it cuts over into another minigame. So basically, it's kind of like a segment of minigames where we get to do a bunch of things with the Mushroom Pudding Heartless. And now we're back in what's it called? The Tangle World. I'm forgetting the Castle Town, basically. And it's a dancing minigame, and we kind of seen this in the past trailer. We just didn't get to see the full minigame, and now we get to see the minigame, where it's sort of dancing with a bunch of people, having fun. We see Flynn, Eugene dancing too, kind of just doing his own thing, like, hey, yeah, just doing his, I don't know, own thing. It cuts into Sora freaking breakdancing! Yo! Dude! My man Sora can freaking bust some moves. Yo, dude, freaking break it down, man. Go ahead. That is dope. Look at him. He's freaking breaking it down. Dude, can I replay this? I need a gif of this. I legit need a gif of this where my man Sora is busting some moves, breaking it down, bringing the heat. Oh, dude, that is OP. Look at that! And then it cuts over into more battle gameplay of the Tangle World, where now we kind of see like a Heartless carriage, and it's kind of like, yeah, we see the horse Heartless, and more of kind of like the backing of it, where it's kind of like the more of the carriage part. And dude, this dude looks crazy. And we now see Flynn, Eugene, and Rapunzel with Donald and Goofy all kind of like breaking it down and all about to fight, the tag team combo. And yeah, now we see and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but a limit command, if I'm right, where it says rage form, where it has a 15-second timer. And yeah, and we see Sora's MP gauge is basically gone. They're about to go in it. Dude, that Heartless knocks them all back. Like, Rapunzel was knocked back, Donald and Goofy are knocked back, they're all knocked back. Sora's trying to freaking outrun it. Nah, I guess knocked back too, though. And yeah, it's more like a carriage where it has kind of like a castle compartment in the back. And yeah, and we see Sora with this Keyblade, with the Arendelle Keyblade in the Tangle World. So that's kind of interesting too. And then it cuts back into Pirates of the Caribbean, where Sora is now diving into the water, underwater, fighting a freaking, like, fish heartless dude. Like, this looks crazy. Crazy huge. Crazy huge. And yeah, like, he dives deep down the water. Like, how big is this area? And yeah, we see it kind of has, Heartless kind of has, like, spikes at the back of its tail. Yeah, it's definitely a fish Heartless because that thing definitely looks like a fish. It's underwater, has the Heartless emblem, and dude, like the glow and features and like the textures of this Heartless, like it looks so good and clean. Like, dang, dude. Like, and Sora's about to go in with the Pirates of the Caribbean Keyblade, about to attack him. Then it cuts back into Toy Story, where they're more back in the battle mechs, and it looks like it's a mini game, and they have like a chain. You can do chain attacks, and you can add up, I'm assuming, points. So like the more you hit them, the more points you get. And as we can see in the controls here, at the cannons, the blaster, the punch, the booster, the danger dash, and if I'm correct, I say fight or feat. I think it says feat, if I'm correct, yeah. And we see the HP there. Sora's about to go in, doing a punch. And this is more of the Toy Story world. I have no idea where this is at, by the way. I'm assuming that at the top of the roof, maybe. Because, again, they're all toys. And, like, what kind of area would have this? I'm assuming the only place would be, like, the roof. Because we kind of see the sky outside. And basically, we see more of the Heartless in the background here, kind of doing their own thing, about to attack him also. But Sora's about to go in and freaking take them all out. So, yeah, pretty dope. Then we see it cuts back into Pirates of the Caribbean with Davy Jones versus Sora now. Sora's about to freaking go in on this dude even more. And as we kind of can assume here, I think Sora's now doing the Keyblade transformation because it's now saying high wind. So I think he's doing the Keyblade transformation from what we can tell. Yeah, he's doing the Keyblade transformation now. He's going in on Davy Jones. And there's a bunch of water, a bunch of craziness in the background. And we see Goofy's, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but a limit command or reaction command where it says Goofy Bombardier. And it looks like you can do that, or maybe he is doing it, and at the same time doing a Keyblade transformation. And as we can kind of see in the background, there's a huge battle going on. It's raining, it's pouring outside, and it looks like the ship's about to fall apart, but Sora's still going in with my man Pirate, Jack, and Donald and Goofy in the background. They're all about to go in, all about to duke it out. Yep, and it cuts back into Monsters, Inc. We can assume that maybe this is the boss fight, because it looks like they're all about to go in. Basically, Sora has the Keyblade transformation on deck for the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade, basically. We see Donald and Goofy all doing their own thing. Goofy's doing something, I don't know, like, he's not even paying attention. And we see the big Heartless up there, or it could be an Unverse, because it kind of looks Unverse-ish, kind of. And we see Sora's Keyblade transformation about to go in on the Heartless or Unverse. And yeah, like, basically, this thing, again, I'm not sure if it's a Heartless or Unverse, he unleashes, like, a spawn of baby demons from him. Like, oh, my children, my babies, like, kind of like Cell and his children. He unleashes a big spawn of them, and at the same time, this dude basically blocked all the entrances. So, like, yeah, like, a bunch of goop is blocking everything, so they cannot escape. Even the ground's covered in goop, like, ew. Like, yeah. And again, he's unleashing, like, a bunch of, like, hellish, spawnish demon babies, and they're infecting the ground. Then it cuts over. Here, I'm gonna go back some. Yeah, again, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yep, and we see that. They're affecting the ground, right? And it cuts over into Tangled again, and we can run up the freaking tower. Like, what? And we see a bunch of, like, basically wood roots, like, coming out of the ground, and a big ball attached to the top of one of them. I have no idea, but I do realize that this is a command, as we can see here. I'm assuming that's because Sora is running up the walls, and more of the balls are kind of appearing from the sky, and a bunch of, like, vortexes of wind with vines attached to them, as we can see here, up there. I don't know. I'm assuming that maybe this is a boss fight, maybe, because it looks really dark here. Really, really dark. Yeah, we see more balls up here, right? Okay, as we can see here, this is a boss fight. Basically, this giant tree, Heartless, looks crazy. It looks amazing. is basically going in. He's attacking everything, and Sora's about to go in, take this dude out, basically. Yep, the Heartless is all the way at the top. We can see its arm right there, and we can, yeah, this dude is freaking at the top, basically causing a bunch of craziness, dropping apples from the sky and roots from the sky. Sora's climbing up the tower to take this dude out. And dude, man, he knocks him out. And here we go. Here is the big clincher, the big part where it really gets crazy, right? He knocks him back. Like, dang, Sora, like, that is dope. And it has a big tail, by the way. One more thing. I want to point out that tail. Yeah, so he runs up the tower. I didn't realize this. He has a ginormous tail in the background. That's kind of interesting. So, like, yeah, it's kind of like a big root. He kind of like, his root is in the ground, but he's completely out now. And Sora knocks him back, like, dang. Then it cuts over into the Keyblade War, where everything is here. Everything is here. Like, all of the Heartless, all of the Nobodies, all of the Universe. Like, they're all here. They're all here. And, like, ugh, dude. And we see him with the Tangle Keyblade, and as we can see here, Sora can do Trinity Guard to, I guess, help, Donald and Goofy, helping him all together. We see the time of 15.8 seconds. Sora's going in on just everything. As we can see here, up here, we see the bar up here showing how many enemies he has to defeat. So I guess every big wave of enemies he defeats, it goes down some, and once it's all, gone, that's when this whole battle segment is over. Dude, and we see him again launching the Keyblade attack with the freaking Tangled Keyblade. He's going in, and again, look at this! This is, again, the battle for Radiant Garden in Kingdom Hearts 2 now officially pales in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 3 in the battle in the Keyblade War. Dude. And as we can see here, I think we can kind of see Goofy in the background. Yeah, we see Goofy. There he is. Goofy's right there in the background, so I'm assuming Donald's somewhere in here too. I can't fully tell because, again, so much is happening all at once and so many enemies are all just surrounding him and everyone else. So I'm assuming that everyone else, including like Riku, Kairi, Lee, and Mickey, they're all elsewhere in this battlefield, also helping, fighting, taking down everyone too. And this is where this cutscene ends. We see him using more of the Keyblade. This is where it ends. This is where the story segment begins. More of the story, I mean.
So tomorrow.
Can I just say, this looks like a freaking movie. This looks like a movie, and again, in my initial reaction, I reacted way more crazy to the scene. Again, I'm sorry about that whole thing, but like, yeah, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, dude. And now we see Kairi talking to Lee, or she's talking to Lee, we hear them talking.
In the ring.
And they're like, okay, tomorrow, you and me in the ring. And this is before she gets her brand new clothing. She's like, basically, okay, you and me in the ring. And we see Axel, I'm assuming, brought ice cream for the two of them. This is the place they're training in. As we can see in the bottom right of the screen, there's now a notebook where I'm assuming maybe Kairi's jotting down notes because we see a pencil down there too. And Kairi's like, again, tomorrow, you and me in the ring, because they're training. They're trying to become Keyblade wielders, or eventually maybe even Keyblade masters. And she's like, yeah, let's go in this. I want to train too. I want to help. I want to help Sora, Riku, everyone else. I want to be available, useful. And Lee's kind of just looking like, yeah, being helpful, yeah.
You ready?
And she's like, you ready? And again, he's still kind of looking like, yeah. And this is where it happens. This is the part where I reacted to this in my actual reaction video, but in my initial reaction, I reacted even crazier to this scene here.
Don't hold.
And look at the freaking leather detail! The texture's on his cloak. It's no longer shiny. Dude, oh my gosh. And Axel looks amazing, by the way. He looks amazing. The light's hitting him so well. But this is where it happens.
Lee.
This is where he looks. And, okay, let me replay this scene real quick.
Don't hold back, Lee.
Don't hold back, Lee. If you recall, back in 358 Days, towards the end of that game, where Axel confronted Xion to try to take her back, Xion brings out her Keyblade, and he or she tells Axel, don't hold back, promise. And this is a parallel to that scene. And when she says that, when Kairi says that, that's when he's like, wait, what? He looks over. Promise? And again, Xion's like, don't hold back, promise. And dude, that's when he comes over, that's when you see her. Oh gosh, dang it. Dude, Xion needs to come back. I'm gonna be 110% dead serious. I'm glad Roxas is coming back, but the person that really needs to come back, that really needs a second chance, a true happy ending, is Xion. She went out so sad. It was so sad the way she went out. And as we can see here, Kairi's face morphs into Xion's, but it's blurry because again, no one remembers Xion. But like, I guess faint memories, because again, like how Naminé said back in Chain of Memories, memories can't truly be erased. You can only just unchain them. They'll still be in the heart, they'll just be unchained. When they're chained, that's when you remember them. But again, yeah. So the unchained memories of Xion are now appearing in Axel's head, and as he kind of sees her, but not entirely. It's so blurry. He doesn't remember her. He's kind of just like, who are you? And this is where you see her. And again, she's blurry. Oh, dude, bring her back. Bring her back, please. Please bring her back. She needs to come back, please. And this is where the music kicks in again. Dude, and let me replay the scene one more time. Yeah, this is where the music kicks in. This is where it goes back to freaking Toy Story. As we can see, Sora now has the Kingdom Key, the normal Kingdom Key. And this is where Sora is about to go in on young Xehanort. And it looks like he has his Keyblade. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But he goes through him though.
Find the hearts joined to yours.
And he's like, find the hearts joined to yours. So basically, he's like, find the hearts joined to yours so that this clash can finally happen. So that we can finally get Kingdom Hearts. And then he disappears. This is where, oh dude, Saïx is back. Saïx is back. We now fully see him. In the past trailer, we only saw the back of his head appearing from the clock tower. Now we fully see him. The man is looking crazy. As we can see here, he is now fully Norden. Well, granted, we could kind of see that before back in Dream Drop Distance, but just to confirm it one more time, he is now fully Norden, and the dude looks amazing.
I hate to think we invited you back into...
And as we see here, they're in the Keyblade Graveyard, and now we see Mr. Mysterious, new black cloak figure. I have no idea who this is, but Saïx is like,
our ranks.
He's like, I hope it wasn't too bad, or I hope we, brought you back in our ranks for a good purpose, and that you're not going to, disappoint us, right? And again, we don't see who this is, but as we can see by the shoes, I want to say maybe it could be Roxas, but wasn't his shoes more roundish, kind of? But granted, and again, I hate to kind of be that dude to point this out, but in terms of trying to figure out who this may be, and again, this is the only way I can say it in terms of figuring out who this person is, so forgive me if you may get a tad bit offended, but you can kind of see more physical features that can kind of imply that maybe this is a girl, so... But granted, if that's actually Xion, then how would he remember her though? So I don't know.
Only for you to fail to deliver our final vessel.
And look, he or she is about to take it off, but it cuts away from that, and it cuts back into the freaking Monsters Inc. world, where Sora, in his monster form, with his monster Keyblade, is about to go against Vanitas, but Vanitas is taking this dude out like nothing. He is taking him out like putty. Like, he knocks back the Keyblade, and Vanitas, he's like, join me, and that's when Roxas appears, or Ventus, I'm sorry, Ventus appears. He's like,
Your heart.
With mine!
He's like, join your hearts with mine. So, but granted, by doing that, it's kind of implying he wants to create the Keyblade how they did it back in Birth by Sleep. So I'm not sure what he means by that. So maybe he's still trying to do that, maybe? But yeah, it's kind of interesting.
With mine!
He's like, join your heart with mine! Now we see freaking Pete here. Dude, and his voice acting, first time we're hearing the voice acting in Kingdom Hearts 3. He's down, and yeah, overall, he sounds just as good as he did back in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep. So,
Just where are we supposed to be looking?
And he's like, just where are we supposed to be looking? Implying that they're still trying to find the box. And we see Maleficent's hand with the... Man, her fingernails, dang, they're freaking sharp. How did she not cut herself on accident? Like just holding her hand or grasping her hand. And we see her with the staff, so yeah.
A Keyblade War is upon us.
And he's like, yeah, the Keyblade War is upon us. Or she's like, the Keyblade War is upon us. And that's really it. That's all they show. And then it cuts back to Sora and Chirithy in, I want to assume, maybe some other place? I have no idea where this is.
You already learned how to restore someone's heart?
And she's like, or he or she is like, hey, don't you already know how to restore someone's heart? So it's assuming or implying that at some point in the story, he's going to learn how he can do it, how to restore someone's heart, implying Ventus's, possibly Rox's, possibly even Shion, because Shion doesn't have a heart, especially considering she's not even a real nobody. So maybe Sora will find a way to give her her own heart so she can become an actual real person.
Heart after it's been lost?
After it's been lost. Okay, so it may be not Shion, but maybe talking about Rox's. Well, granted, Rox's, as we know in Dream Drop Distance, nobodies can now regrow their own heart. So the only person that they can really talk about probably is only just Ventus, probably. So yeah, and possibly maybe even Terra's, because in terms of Terra, I have no idea where Terra is right now. Because the whole Terra situation, I feel like I should make a video on that, but yeah, it's really confusing with Terra right now. And now we see Lee and Aiza at the clock tower now. They're all sitting down. And for some reason, Lee has 2 ice creams. So yeah, kind of interesting. And look at the landscape. Look at this landscape. Dude, look, and we see the train about to leave the station, about to leave Twilight Town, going off into the distance. We see the freaking sunset hit everything so nice. We see all the buildings here, and they're all being lit up with the lights inside of the houses. We see one big building down here that has a #1 sign at the bottom right there. It looks so good. Pay attention to detail. Nomura, please. And they look so great. They're like the HD, I guess, graphics on Lee and Aiza look so nice, dude. Oh my gosh.
Already learned how to restore someone's heart after it's been lost?
Yeah, we've seen this already.
In time, I awaken to a new purpose.
In time, he awakens to a new purpose, implying that the old purpose that he had back in Kingdom Hearts 2, which was to get a new heart, that's gone now. He has a new purpose, a new goal, and that's why he's joined up with Master Xehanort, because, again, he lied to everyone. Xemnas lied to everyone back in Kingdom Hearts 2 in terms of the Organization 13. He told everyone, hey, work with me, we can get Kingdom Hearts and get you all brand new hearts. But that was a lie. He was just trying to use them all. And now Aiza must be clearly aware of this and now has a new goal in mind as to why he's joined up with them now. So what the goal is, I don't know.
Kyrie's right.
It cuts to Sora and Mickey in the mysterious tower, and Mickey's like, yeah, Kyrie's right, we all have to work together. So I'm assuming that maybe Kyrie appears in here, or maybe they talk to her on the phone, maybe with a gummy phone.
We're all in this together.
Oh, and by the way, dude, I'm being legit right now, dude, like, RIP to the original Mickey voice actor, because he was a great voice actor, amazing voice actor. But then after, he sadly passed away, we got a new one, and in Dream Drop Distance, it sounded really, Then in 2.8, maybe he sounded a tad bit better, But the way he sounds in Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know if this is the same one, or maybe they got like a new one, he sounds so good. This sounds so much more similar to the original Mickey voice actor. It's not perfect, but it sounds 1,000 times better than how it sounds in Dream Drop Distance and 2.8. So yeah, definitely good.
Kyrie's right. We're all in this together. So
yeah, it sounds much better.
Sora?
And then it cuts back to Twilight Town in the mansion, in the old abandoned mansion. And we see the drapes where Naminé used to be in.
Yes,
And now we hear him.
I have created enough.
We see my man Ansem. He's now fully back. We now see him with the HD wrinkles. Dude, the man is so old. Well, not too old, but dude, we see the wrinkles, the detail in the hair. Dude, dang it, man. Oh, gosh, dude, he looks so good. The dude looks so good. And basically, he's saying, I've done so much, and just please stop it.
Created enough victims.
Yeah, he created enough victims. Basically, yeah, all the experiments he did back in the past and all the people he hurt afterwards, it's like, yeah, he's like, so much of this is my fault. Even though it's not entirely true. The majority of it is Xehanort's fault. But he kind of helped play a part in that because he wasn't fully aware. And even when he was aware, he still did some messed up stuff back when he wanted to get revenge. And now he's like, dude, I created enough victims. You need to stop.
All of the children sacrificed in the name of your research.
And basically, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, he's like, all the children sacrifice in the name of your research. So it's kind of like, wait, children? So it's kind of like, wait, what do you mean by that? And either it could be implying that he's talking about Sora, Riku, Kairi, all of them, or possibly even the test subjects he had back in the Ansem reports. He said he had test subjects that he accidentally turned into Heartless. If they were children that he used as test subjects, not like adults, that'd be some freaking dark stuff. That would be some way, really, really dark stuff. That'd be crazy.
Research.
Yeah, he says all in the name of his research. So maybe it's implying back then. Oh, like, did he really use children instead? Dude, that'd be nuts. And then it cuts over into the Keyblade Graveyard. We see more of the buildings back there. I have no idea what these buildings are. If these are like the ruins of freaking Daybreak Town, that'd be crazy. But now we see here the normal Riku and replica Riku duking it out. Like, and we see Riku with Braveheart. And yeah, we can see here Riku replica. He is Norded, dude. Yeah, we see older Riku, the main actual older Riku, fighting the Riku replica. Oh man, dude, this looks nuts. And dude, again, I have to bring this up. The attention to detail. Look at the textures in the Riku replica's, I guess, armor gloving. Dude, we see textures in there. And same thing with Riku and his gloves. We see the textures in that, dude. Oh my gosh. And my man Riku going in, giving a strike in, okay? Going in. Dude, that's dope. That's freaking dope. That's freaking dope. Again, one more time. Hey, oops, sorry. Sorry, third time's a charm, but like, yeah. We see him going in. It cuts back into the Big Hero 6 world, where now we see freaking young Xehanort again talking to Sora.
There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly.
He's like, there's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly. I'm assuming that maybe he's talking about the Keyblade, but dude, everyone has a freaking Keyblade, so like, if that's what you're talking about, apply that to everyone, dude. Don't just be saying that to Sora. But maybe he's just trying to like punk him out.
So what?
He's like, so what? And Sora looks nonchalantly just saying that, so yeah. And dude, man, this dude's hair is long, dude. Man, Master Xehanort, bro, you're about to lose all that hair, dude. And instead, you're gonna get all the freaking HD wrinkles and veins. Like, man.
There's no saving you.
He's like, there's no saving you, bro. You done, dude. I'm trying to help you, but no. So, like, I don't know, dude. Like, man, this dude freaking annoys me. Then it cuts back to the Heartless Way. The Heartless Swarm is back in this again. And we see Sora going in the Keyblade Graveyard. He's fighting the Heartless Swarm. Heartless are falling out everywhere. Everyone's here now. They're all fighting them. Everyone's fighting everyone now. This is crazy. Everyone's fighting everyone. We see the Riku replica summoning, I'm assuming, the Guardian, maybe? But no, it looks like Xehanort. It looks like Master Xehanort here. We see the Riku replica. It looks like Master Xehanort because it looks bald and it has a kind of same eye structure as Master Xehanort. So I don't know. I really don't know. Or maybe, and again, theory, maybe that's the darkness that possesses everyone to make them a vessel. Maybe that's the darkness coming out of Riku replica, maybe, to take over Sora? Maybe? I don't know. As we can see here, they're all grouping up together to take on everyone. Look at Kairi's stance! Dude, she looks like she's ready to go in. We see Sora, Donald, Goofy, Mickey, Kairi. We see Lee's Keyblade in the background showing he's there too. And dude, Goofy's like, oh dude, screw this, I'm out of here. Like, nah, it looks really bad. The whole situation looks really, really bad. And we can show here that they are in the Keyblade Graveyard because we see a bunch of Keyblades in the background. This is it, guys, the final part. Literally looking at this, it has me shook. It literally has me shook. And we see Lee, he's like, who are you?
Are you?
And it's her, it's my girl. Oh, dude, Xion. And very, very big detail to something. I'm actually so glad they did this. As we can see, with her Kingdom Key, it looks fake. They purposely made it to look fake, showing how Xion is just a replica and that her Keyblade is fake, because back in 358 Days, Riku confronted Xion, and he saw her Keyblade, and he was like, This Keyblade is fake, dude. It's a sham. It's not a real Keyblade. You're not a real Keyblade wielder. There's something special about you. And they're showing that here. I love how Nomura put in that touch. He could have just made it look like a normal, regular Keyblade, right? But he purposely made it look fake to show that it's a fake Keyblade and that she's a fake, a clone, a copy. Like, and we see, dude, and now we see Xemnas in the background. And yeah, this is Xion. This is definitely Xion, because Lee's like, who are you? Because basically, if that was Roxas, he would have been like, Roxas, it's you, because, you know, he remembers him, right? But Xion, he doesn't remember her, so he's like, what's going on? Who are you? Who are you? Then it comes over to Xemnas, and by the way, if you hear noise in the background, I'm sorry about that, but like, now we see freaking Xemnas summoning the big ball of energy that we see back in the final battle in Kingdom Hearts 2, where the freaking big waves, blasts of energy of the light beams hitting them. He's about to do it right now, and look, it's hitting him! And as we see in the background, Saïx looks like he is about to go in. He's using his freaking, what's it called? The big, the big hammer thing. I'm forgetting the name, I'm sorry, but yeah, like, Xemnas is going in, about to attack him with the giant freaking wave blast of freaking laser beams. Freaking Saïx, Aiza is about to go in crazy too. He looks nuts, dude. They look like they are both about to go in on this dude. And freaking Lee, my boy Lee, he is just being taken on by countless waves of freaking light beams. He's taking this all in. Like, he's getting beat up bad. And it cuts into chains wrapping around Sora again. We can see more of the wall too. There's more textures, more patterns in the walls. And again, this is in the Keyblade Graveyard. I don't know if this is Daybreak Town or what, but like, look at this place. Look at this place. Like, I have no idea. This could be Daybreak Town, but like, if I can't recall, I don't remember any textures or patterns that look like this in Daybreak Town. I really don't know, but as we see here, the chains wrapping around Sora and other people too now. We see Sora up there. We now see my boy Ventus. He's still comatose. He's still not awake, but he's being wrapped around too. And now we see freaking Luxord summoning his cards, trapping Mickey inside too. And the giant wave blast of energy hits the Keyblade Graveyard. A bunch of Keyblades are around here. Dude, what's happening? I don't know who's firing the blast off, but like, it's hitting everyone. We can see kind of Riku down there, Mickey down there. I think we see Sora down here, down there. He's kneeling, right? Yep. Oh wait, but no, my man Donald defends everyone. From what we can tell, he's the one in front, like hitting him back or like deflecting back the blast, right? Donald's down. Freaking, oh, by the way, I did not realize this. Mickey has a freaking cloak back here. That's kind of dope. Like, wow. And yeah, we see Riku down there, Mickey down there, Kairi behind Sora. Sora's in front of Kairi, protecting her. And then Donald's up there in front, deflecting the blast, protecting everyone. Yo, MVP to my boy Donald. I know you suck in Kingdom Hearts 2 with freaking giving out the heals and defense to everyone, but dude, in this game, MVP, bro. MVP. Or at the very least, in this scene. And yeah, that was it. That took that literally, Donald put everything in that attack or in that defense to defend everyone. And as we can see here, again, attention to detail. We can now see here in his kind of armband, we can see the scuffs and marks in the armband. Attention to detail, Nomura, you are amazing, dude. As we can see here, he drops a freaking wand. He's collapsed. He can't take it, dude. That was too much for him. Dude, Donald, I'm sorry, dude. And attention to detail in the freaking, in the hat and the freaking, the velvet and the textures in the hats. Like, dude, he is done. He is done, dude. As we can see here, Axel, Aiza, however you want to call him, he's knocked out. Kairi's trying to defend him from the Heartless Wave, but that takes them both. They're both gone now. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, they're both all out now too. The Heartless Wave is taking everyone. Yeah, they're all gone, dude. And Sora's like, no, my friends, no. It takes them all away. It's the giant vortex of death. It looks like a giant heartless tornado. That's what I kind of wanted to assume in Kingdom Hearts 3. That maybe back in 2.8 we see the small Heartless Wave, and in Kingdom Hearts 3 we'll have something crazy like a Heartless Tsunami or Tornado, and this is it. It's a giant Heartless tornado. We see literally hundreds upon thousands of Heartless just creating a giant tornado, engulfing everyone. And my boy Riku, he's in the Keyblade Graveyard. He's about to go in with Braveheart, being like, yeah! He defends Sora against the blast. And Sora's just kneeling down like, oh no, this is terrible. I've lost. Everyone's being taken away.
Sora,
As we can see here. Oops, I'm sorry. And if my audio is going to be working...
don't believe.
Wait, my audio's acting kind of weird. Dude, if my audio is acting kind of weird, I'm actually sorry about that. But here, let's see. Here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Here, I'm going to go see this real quick. Yeah, my audio's fine. Here, let me refresh it real quick. I'm at 305. I'm sorry about this, guys. I am at 305. There we go. Oh, it's coming from my headphones. I'm sorry about that, guys. There we go. Whew, that's loud. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so it takes everyone, right? And Sora's just kneeling down being like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Everyone's being taken away, but Riku is defending my man Sora, being like...
Sora,
And my man Riku's going in defending Sora! And he's
you
like...
don't believe that.
And he's like, Sora, you don't believe that. So Sora's saying basically, I failed. I failed everyone. Everyone's gone because of me. The world is dead. Xehanort won. This is all my fault. I'm a failure. But Riku's being like, no, Sora, you don't believe that. That's not true. You can do this. You can win.
That. I know you don't.
He's like, I know you don't. Dude, my man Sora's just down there kneeling. He's like, what's happening? Yo! What is this? My man Sora just screams out like crazy. And again, like I said, in the past trailer reaction I did, it's the equivalent of Eren just going crazy in Attack on Titan, just yelling his brains out. Like, no! Oh my gosh, Sora, bro. You can do it. You can do it. You can win this. You can literally win this. Basically, it's kind of implied that maybe after he defends him, the giant Heartless Swarm engulfs Riku too and basically kind of kills him from what we can tell.
You don't believe that.
And again, yeah.
I know you don't.
He's like, I know you don't. And it cuts to him just screaming his brains out. Oh my gosh, the voice actor. I'm forgetting your name, bro. I know your name. Haley Joel Osment, if that's your name, if I'm saying it right. Dude, you are going above and beyond the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Dude, you're doing a beyond amazing job, bro. Beyond amazing job, dude. The voice acting you're giving in this is top notch. You deserve an award. And as we can see here, there's a bunch of Keyblades here, all on the wall. I'm not sure how they get all on the wall. Like, yeah, like all like the Rocky Mountain wall path, but dang. Like, yeah. And we see him just yelling his brains out again. I'm just like, oh my gosh, Sora. That is... And he puts his hands on the ground like, no! They took him too, they took Riku too, my best friend! And that's where the title screen for Kingdom Hearts 3 shows up. And at my mind at the time, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that was beyond crazy. I cannot believe this. But no, there's still more. Still more. We can now see here. All of the 13 Seekers of Darkness are now in like these weird armor type clothing boots in this new place. I have no idea where this is. Well, at the time I didn't. Now I do kind of realize where this is. Like, I realize where this is now.
Once a seat of power for all Keyblade wielders.
He's like, once a seat of power. He's like, once a seat of all powerful Keyblade wielders? I don't know. All I know is that these are all the 13 Secrets of Darkness. Basically, it's implied that they get Kingdom Hearts and now it transforms them into something beyond human. These things. It's crazy.
Here.
And we see here more of the city. What is this place? And again, I really do believe I know where this is now. I really do. And I'll say this in a second. But look at the detail to this place. And it's assumed that maybe this was once a place where people lived in? Yeah.
I and my other selves.
Oh, and by the way, I need to point this out real quick. Master Xehanort's voice acting sounds way, way better than how he did before in the past trailer where he was like, this is it, the ultimate key, the Keyblade. Like, back then, it sounded okay, but it didn't really sound that good. It sounds way, way better now. Way, way improved compared to before. Like,
Give me one.
He's like, hey, let me replay this one more time.
Here I and my other self.
He's like, here I am and my other selves.
can be won.
Can be won. So it's implying that maybe they're going to transform into just one being. And as we can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Master Xehanort is in the middle, right there.
In Scala et Caelum.
In Scala et Caelum. As we can see here, there's birds in the background. So this world, this place is called Scala et Caelum. And from what I can tell, a part of, in terms of translating Scala et Caelum, I think a part of that means sky. Again, Sora means sky.
In Scala et Caelum.
And yet he's calling it that. He's calling it Scala et Caelum. But the thing is, I do highly believe that this is actually Cabletown. If you don't know what Cabletown is, a long time ago, way before all these trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, there was a closed door trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 showing a world called Cabletown. And for what people said, it was all white, it was like a bunch of like blocky cities. This matches that. This is Cabletown. I truly do believe that. He's calling it Scala et Caelum, but maybe they changed the name of it from Cabletown to Scala et Caelum because the way people were describing it back then matches how this place looks. Like, and again, we can see more birds. We see wires in the sky connecting to this big area up here. It kind of looks like the Land of Departure, but it's not. It's definitely not. But yeah, Master Xehanort, he's like, this is a place where me and my 13 other selves can become one in Scala et Caelum. Why is he here? And I'm assuming that this is after he gets the Kingdom Hearts and the Keyblade. He's won. Why is he here? I don't know. I really don't know. But we can see more wiring up here connecting to different buildings. We see like a bunch of freaking, what's it called? You know, like the freaking, the windmill thing. Yeah, the windmills, I'm sorry. We see more windmills, right? And they're all over the place. Very energy efficient, by the way. So yeah.
Here I and my other selves can be one.
He's like, this is where we can all become one. We see Master Xehanort.
In Scala et Caelum.
Maybe this is a brand new world Xehanort creates now that he has Kingdom Hearts. He made this brand new world? Maybe? But it looks crazy. And we see Sora here with the Kingdom Key about to go in. He's like, no, Xehanort, you still haven't won. I'm still here. And that's where it ends with a freaking giant closed door sound, the boom, like, and that's where the whole trailer ends. Guys, I hope I broke this down the best way I could for you guys. I really do. This is nuts. I don't know where this story is going. I am beyond glad I got my pre-order down for the Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pro version of the PS4 Pro. This game is nuts. I hope I broke this down the best way I could for you guys. I am beyond ready for Kingdom Hearts 3 now. This is the final trailer. I cannot take this, guys. I cannot take this. This trailer literally shook me to my core. I could not believe that. If you don't believe me, watch my reaction. And yeah, just overall, guys, I hope I broke this down for you guys good enough. I am beyond excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Just what do you all think, guys? If you like the video, if you like my analysis, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Leave a like to me if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me and Kingdom Hearts and Nintendo content, guys. Just overall, amazing trailer. Cannot wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. This is Shark Tank. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a great and awesome day. Bye.